A born winner, a corporate thug board member, Napoleon complex with a short temper. Ball like a highlight girl from the sports center, and we pull up to the back door in the Ford Sprinter. A pocket full of Pacquiao and a black and
Hey, boy, y'all see what it is, man. He's here just enjoying the event.
Yeah.
Having fun. Yes.
Yep. Enjoying the battles. Don't got to worry about prepping and being all in my head and antisocial, so that's good.
How's been the battles and the event so far? I know your brother just, Loso. J2 was trying to get his get back and everything like that.
No, I'm glad they went to no mics. The first two battles, those mics were really distracting in the building. Sucks to be like the sacrificial lamb having to deal with that. But, from what I saw the first half of Capo and Snake, and Capo was going crazy. Snake had some good stuff, too. I felt like Capo, I don't know if he ended up winning the
he won the money. Yep.
Okay, I felt like Capo was a better... and then I popped in on KCJ and J-Love. KCJ was wilding. J-Love had some good stuff, too. So, now Chef Trez and Lou Castro are going crazy. I think the big thing for me is let's keep them going. You know what I mean?
Loso and J2. I know you saw that whole battle, man.
He might have won by more of a margin than I did.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
But J2 said he ain't mess up at all. He ain't slip on the line.
Well, if that's the case, that's fine. J2's third was just short, or shorter. I don't know how long he wrote. You know, it was 90-second rounds, 2 minutes. But other than that, Loso was floating up there. And then when you start floating, everything hits. Stuff that even you wrote that you're like, that's real good, becomes great. Every bar is just hitting. So he was floating up there. So shout out to Loso, man. Right now, to me, performance of the night.
Okay.
As of right now,
J2 said it's also battle of the night so far. I don't know.
I said, I didn't. The two before, I didn't see the back and forth.
Gotcha.
And I rock with J2 heavy.
Did J2 put up that much of a fight?
The best thing you can do as a loser is try to claim battle of the night. I rock with J2. I've been there before.
Right.
I rock with J2 heavy. The best thing you can do.
That is hilarious.
It's called a battle of the night.
All right, so because I ain't see the battle, so he just breaking it down to me. I'm like, so he won.
J2's first round was really freaking good.
Okay.
He came out the gate wilding. You know what I mean? And he has some material that I really, really like. So.
Now, I wanted to ask you this question right here, though, man. Of course, we seen Bad Newz statements. Yeah. And your statements that was made about just that battle happening and you not being limited to what you can say in a battle and things like that. He spoke about when he was shot, you and Loso raised a GoFundMe for him and everything like that. But he's standing on he doesn't want you to talk about that subject matter. How you feel about that, and is that battle still going down?
As of right now, the battle's still going down. I said what I said. Like, the subject matter will be brought up, so that's going to be on him and the league. If they want to deal with that, I think it's silly, childish, foolish to put everybody in jeopardy. Knowing that I'm telling you right now, it's going to be brought up. He's telling you right now, if somebody brings it up, there's consequences. So if they want to reschedule, they're more than welcome to do it. But nobody gets to tell me what I talk about in battle rap. You know? And jumping out the window like that, like he could have just called me, and been like, yo, whoa, we locked in, whoop-de-whoop, whatever. But like jumping out the window and being all like bully, that's what it is. Yeah. Okay, cool. If that's how you feel, but I'm gonna let you know, I don't need the battle. Right. I'm A Ward. It's not something that all of a sudden, I could dub the battle and we can move on, because I don't write from a place of, I don't want to write bars and be like, I wonder if this is the one that's going to set him off or this is the one that's going to set him off. You know what I mean? So the GoFundMe thing is correct, of course. I mean, and that's just across the board. That's the kind of person I am. Anytime a battle rap situation comes up and I rock with battle rap and the culture, I'm going to give, But I felt like he tried to attach that situation to try to make it look like if I brought the angle up, I look like a sucker for giving money, whatever. It's like, bro, this is business. These are angles. This is battle rap. You know what I mean? I talked about the stuff with Danny Meyer's wife. I talked about, there's different things. You know what I mean? It is what it is. If you're going to try to play that role, either you're going to stop getting booked or you're going to put people's lives in danger. And neither one of them is smart in this culture, and we don't need neither one. So.
Nah, that's definitely very well said. When is the battle going down?
2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from today.
Yep, Dayton, Ohio. And like I said, I even said in a tweet, Like, I'm not the kind of person to approach the angle from a malicious standpoint. On some like, you rap, you snitch, you this, you that, or whatever. Like, that's not me. I'm not even the catalyst to deliver that information.
Right.
What's it look like?
Right.
So, but in a creative, satire, sarcastic, different ways or whatever, like, it'll be brought up, It's not gonna be.
You're an artist, right? You can't limit me to 2 colors or 2.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And it's like, it'd be like if one day I was just like, I'm sick and tired of y'all talking about my faith. Like, next person that brings up God, whoop-de-whoop.
It's up.
This is not like a rumor, you know what I mean?
Right.
This is not like Arsenal's a bus driver. Like, we don't got hardcore evidence of,
Right.
It's a situation that you talked about that happened. There's paperwork or whatever, you know what I mean? Maybe there's a misconstrued, but it's actual evidence and different things about this being a situation. Like, I'm not the person that knows whatever the ins and outs of it.
You're not reading into it as much.
It is an actual situation, so it's going to be talked about.
Man.
So the tough thing for Newz is, and I say this to anybody, I say this to Twerk right now. Twerk's not here because he doesn't want to perform. He doesn't want to battle if he can't move around.
Right.
Okay? I battle rap like, if you take my jokes away, I'm still nice.
Right.
If you take my ability to do this, I'm still nice.
Gotcha.
If you take this away, I'm still nice. I'm super versatile.
Right.
You can't just strip me of something.
I respect
and I'm still nice.
Yeah.
So with Bad Newz, if you that nice, you come in here and punch my head off, get crazy, angle yourself, do that.
Be ready
for it. The thing is, when they strip away your believability, that you're not on the same level.
So you want to battle Twerk on crutches?
Listen, I would have told Twerk, like, I'll stand still the whole round too. Say what you gotta say.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, I get it. I understand wanting to give the fans, the highest level of what we do. But with the Newz situation, it's just like, bro, like, your believability is everything. That's why you're so upset about it being stripped away from you.
Right.
That's why you're acting out and threatening and bullying or whatever, because you need people to know, instead of being like, you know what, say it. And watch how I still put you 6 feet deep.
Right.
You know what, talk about that. And watch how I still come in there and smoke you. That's what me as a competitor would say.
Right. I guess it's, did you see, his M3S3 interview where he kind of spoke about it? And
I saw the clip.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? So,
he says he basically didn't, I guess didn't do what was said or whatever like that, and a lot of stuff was manipulated and things like that, and that's why I guess one of his reasons why he feel like people shouldn't bring it up, because I guess it's not true.
Yeah, I'm not the judge and jury, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I said, like there's shouldn't be brought up, but there's also like what. If there's smoke, there's fire. And I'm not saying there's fire, but I'm saying in battle rap, if there's smoke, we're going to talk about the smoke.
Right.
Like I said, I would not approach you and be like, you are a this.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I don't care to say that.
Right.
But I will play off of the angle.
And I'm not going to ignore everybody in the whole world and everybody talking about it.
And I'm not going to talk about it 3 rounds. I'm not one-dimensional. But I will have a line, or 2 or 17 about that angle. You know what I mean?
And if you want to talk about 3 rounds, you want to be able to. If you wanted to. Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Nah, man, I appreciate that breakdown. Anything you could say to Newz directly, you know what I'm saying?
First off, I love you. Hope you're doing well. You know what I mean? Hope you're ready to lock in 2 weeks. And, if you're going to swing, this side's a little bit, more susceptible to getting knocked out. So, use your left.
Oh, man. A1, appreciate you. You already know Apollo. We out here.
Yeah, not everything's about you, A1.
Up and coming livest platform. Clout Scout. BX Stand Up. Feel it.